What's up guys, this is guitar video lesson number 155, the song What's a Name by Green Day. And first of all, the easiest way to play this song is in drop D, so you need to tune your 6th string down till it sounds like this. So let's get started with the verse right away. So first of all, we put our first finger onto the 5th on the 5th string, 3rd finger on the 7th on the 4th string, and pinky on the 7th on the 3rd string. And be careful to mute the 6th string with your first finger. Now we palm mute the strings, so we use the palm of our right hand, put it down here on the strings, and just pick down, and we do that 16 times on the first chord. And we slide down into the 2nd and 4th and do the exact same thing. And that is basically the whole intro and verse. Now let's get to the chorus, which should sound like this. So first of all, we put our first finger on the 5th of the 6th, 5th and 4th string. And again, we palm mute the string, so we use the palm of our right hand, put it down here again. And now we go down 8 times. Then we lift the first finger off and pick the empty 6th, 5th and 4th string 8 times. And we put our first finger onto the 4th of the 6th, 5th and 4th string 8 times. Then we put our first finger onto the 2nd on the 5th string, 3rd finger on the 4th string, and pinky on the 4th on the 3rd string. Again, we mute the 6th string with our first finger. Now we go down 4 times. Then we lift the 3rd finger and the pinky off and put our first finger onto the 2nd of the 4th and 3rd string. Now we mute the 6th string with our thumb, and again 4 times down. So we play this 3 times, and the 4th time we go back onto the 5th on the 6th, 5th and 4th string. We pick it 8 times down again. And then we put our 3rd finger onto the 7th of the 6th, 5th and 4th string and go 8 times down as well. And that is the whole chorus. The next part is played by the 2nd guitar and should sound like this. First, we put our first finger onto the 3rd on the 2nd string, pick it once. Then we put our 3rd finger onto the 5th on the 2nd string, pick it once, and then slide up onto the 7th. Now first finger back onto the 3rd on the 2nd string, pick it once again. Empty 2nd string. First finger onto the 2nd on the 2nd string. And 2nd finger onto the 3rd on the 2nd string. We do that twice and that's the whole thing. During the 2nd verse, the 1st guitar does the exact same thing I just showed you, and the 2nd guitar is just picking each chord once. So we just go and so on, and then we go and so on. The next part of the song is the bridge or interlude, whatever you want to call it, played by the 2nd guitar, and of course I'm talking about this little melody. So first of all, we put our first finger onto the 5th on the 5th string, 3rd finger onto the 7th on the 4th string, and 2nd finger on the 6th on the 3rd string. Now we pick fifth string, fourth string, third string. And after having picked the third string, we hammer our pinky onto the seventh on the third string. Then we pick fifth string again, leave the pinky on the seventh on the third string. Now pick third string, fourth string. So we've got now fifth string again, lift the pinky off, pick the third string and hammer the pinky back on. So far we've got now fifth string again, third string with pinky on the seventh, fourth string, then we pick the fifth string once more, lift the pinky off the third string, pick the third string and hammer it back on. And that's the whole riff. And after having played this melody, the first guitar goes like this. So just 16 times down and up on the second and fourth, on the fifth, fourth and third string. So the second chord of the verse. Now let's get to the most awesome part of the song, and probably not just my opinion, because we're going to get to the solo now. And this is how it works. First we put our third finger onto the seventh on the third string and pick it 3 times. Then we lift the third finger off and put the second finger onto the sixth on the third string. Now we pick it twice. Now third finger back onto the seventh on the third string and we pick it 3 times again. Now third finger onto the seventh on the fourth string, pick it twice. Move it onto the third string onto the seventh, pick it once. So far we've got now second finger back onto the sixth on the third string, pick it twice again. Now we put our third finger back onto the seventh on the third string and pick it once. Lift the third finger off, put your second finger onto the sixth on the third string, pick it once. First finger goes down onto the second on the third string. And then we slide up onto the third on the third string and pick it 5 times. Third finger onto the sixth on the third string once. Lift it back off. First finger onto the third on the third string again, pick it twice. Slide 1 fret up onto the fourth on the third string and pick it 4 times. Now once the sixth on the third string with your third finger again. Our first finger onto the fourth on the third string again, pick it once. Third finger onto the sixth again, pick it once. Slide up onto the seventh and once as well. that's the whole solo. After the solo, we simply go. So we put our first finger over the 6th, 5th, and 4th string on the 5th and go down and up 8 times. Lift it off, pick the empty 6th, 5th, and 4th string 8 times. 3rd finger onto the 7th 8 times. Empty 8 times. And that's the whole part after the solo. And the very last part of the song should sound like this. So first of all, we put our first finger onto the 5th of the 6th, 5th, and 4th string and go down and up 8 times. Then we put our 3rd finger onto the 7th and go down and up 5 times. Lift both fingers off and go up, down, up on the empty strings. So we go. We do that 3 times, and the 4th time we play, we just go. So 8 times 5th followed by 8 times 7th. And that's already the whole song. I hope you guys liked this video. Leave a thumbs up if you did. Helps me a lot. Keep on subscribing. And if you want to stay up to date on what's going to be new on the channel, then click onto my Facebook page. Link is down in that description. And if you want to get a sweet discount on all of the games for all of the consoles, then check out g2a.com. Link is down there as well. And if you really want to support the channel, link to my Patreon page down there as well. And as always, I hope that I will see you next time.